Don't forget to check out our Facebook page as well as our Instagram page to keep up to date on all of our posts that we do. And also don't forget to hit like and subscribe and turn on bell notifications. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, what's up? My name is Christian. I'm back with another video. In my previous video, you may have seen that we talked about the CLA drum plugin, which is by Waves, the CLA kind of package there. And today we're going to talk about CLA vocals and kind of the impact that it has on your mix. Again, I do not believe that these types of plugins are necessarily, quote, cheat codes, but they are very, very great for people who are beginners, who are learning the concepts of EQ, learning the concepts of compression, maybe some reverb. And the CLA plugin kind of, design-wise, makes it easy to look at and to understand. So if we go here and click on this plugin, you can see right here, it's very similar to the actual drum plugin by the same company there. So we have our input and our output, and then we have bass, treble, compression, reverb, delay, and pitch. I accidentally brought that down because my mouse is also a touchpad. So it's basically the same thing. You can choose sub, lower, and upper. For treble, you have the bite, top, and roof. Compression, you have the push, spank, and wall, and etc. You can see right here on the plugin itself. Now, what's cool about this is it also has some pitch correction going on right here. It seems like that's pretty cool. So I have a session here pulled up, and let's go ahead and bypass it. Well, actually, let's listen to it first. I have a session here. This is actually a song that I wrote years ago, and I did a session for school and turned it in. So my buddy's on the drums, and I did everything else: bass, guitar, vocals. And so let's take a listen to what it sounds like with kind of everything. And make sure your RAM doesn't run low.
Sometimes having no plan is better than having one. Let's go to Old Town San Diego and have the time of our lives. We'll put a CCR in, drive through the night. Have you ever seen the rain is forever burned in my mind?
Right, so we get the basic idea there. Very singer-songwriter, kind of chill and relax. I don't write as much music these days. More focused on the engineering side, recording side. Anyways, so you can hear the vocal is pretty balanced. I should probably go back and see if I can remix this to make it sound better. There's a lot of things I notice I don't like about this mix, considering that it's like, it's been a while. It's almost 4 or 5 years old at this point. So let's go back, and then I'm going to actually bypass this plugin. So we're going to go ahead and turn it off, and then let's listen to it again.
Let's go to Old Town San Diego and have the time of our lives. Drive through the night.
So a very noticeable difference there, and a lot of it is because of the compression. Helps bring that vocal more up front. The EQ will help it sit in the mix as well. so it's not clashing with any of the lower frequencies or the mid frequencies of the electric guitars and acoustic guitars. And I mean, the vocals themselves are generally a mid-range instrument. So, I mean, there is no, if you notice on here, there's no mid-range fader. I think that would have been cool to add actually as a mid-range fader. But it's just broken up as bass and treble. And so all the frequencies from 20K, from 20 hertz to 20K, are pretty much in these two bands, of bass and treble. It's kind of like a car stereo. And so these are some of the settings that I have, and we can go through and actually play with these knobs here, these faders rather. So let's play with them and see if you can hear any kind of difference.
Do you wanna go downtown? Just ride on. Sometimes having no plan is better than having one. Let's go to Old Town San Diego and have the time of our lives. We'll put a CCR and drive through the night. Have you ever seen the rain is forever burned in my mind?
I like that little guitar solo. I made it up on the spot. Anyways, playing with those faders, you can see the changes you get with this plugin is very, very powerful. I'm not going to save any of those changes when I exit this session, but you can tell, especially when I started messing with the compressor fader, the reverb fader, and especially the pitch fader. The delay, I feel like even though we, if we would have messed with the 8 and the quarter delays, I think it would have been, more noticeable. But as a slapback, even with it pretty increased, it's not going to show as much of a big difference. And we kind of had it way up, and you could definitely hear, but it just wasn't like, dramatically different. At least it didn't sound to me. But everything else you could hear instantly. But that is the Chris Lord Algae vocal plugin there. Very cool to mess around with. He has other ones as well. I only have the vocal and drums one. But hey, experiment and don't be ashamed in using something that seems easy or something that seems dumbed down in a way. Have fun with it. It's a tool in your back pocket. Use it in your mix and have fun with it. All right, guys, take care.